Hi, friends of Watching Time, and welcome to a new episode. And happy to see you again here. So today I want to speak with you about two watches, or let's say two different versions and color and size of the same watch. And this is the Yema Field Urban, the new model that Yema, a French brand, has come up with. And this model, I think, are in delivery end of June or in June of 2023. So if you order them now, possibly you will have them quite shortly at your home. But let's take a look. So today I have here with me two different sizes of the same watch. The one on my right is 38 or 37.5 millimeter of diameter, 45 lug to lug, 10 millimeter of thickness, and obviously 20 millimeter for the strap size. While on my left, and now as the only watch, I have a 40 millimeter, 48 millimeter lug to lug, 11 millimeter of thickness, still 20 millimeter of strap size. So the two watches both are not very big. My wrist is very small, it's like 6 inches, 16 centimeter, is a very small wrist. So you will see that the 38 or 37.5 millimeter watch fit better on my wrist, but they are both usable for pretty much every wrist size. You will also see that this beautiful strap has a problem that is not good for my small wrist. It's too big, but we will arrive that in one moment. Let's take a look to the watch first. So Yema decided to give a different spin to the concept of field watch using quite a classic case shape design. As you can see, it's nothing incredible, like a shape that you have seen other time. They decided to give it a wall shiny look, an old mirror polishing everywhere. That is quite different from many other field watches. Then we have a push-down crown with a Yema logo. And we have a Sellita SV210B, which is pretty much the Sellita 200 with only the manual winding. But what's really peculiar, what's really new about the watch is the dial. As you can see, it is a completely different spin from what we usually see for field watches, for military dials, because instead of having just the numerals, the Arabic numeral 369, they decided to have every odd number is in Arabic, while for the even index, you have either bullets or so like this triangle and this line at 6. Then they have the classic aim for like this cross and that divided the dial in 4. And we have a minute chapter all around, still deciding not to present the classic number 15, 30, 45, and 60, but instead 10, 20, 30, 40, 60, etc., etc. So quite a different spin in the dial. I like it. Also, I want to point out the last thing, that if you see the finishing, it's what I call a sand finishing. Like the dial is not as like this rough finish, is not completely even. You can see maybe in some macro better, but it gives quite a vibrant feeling to the watch. Maybe you can notice more in some other colors or in some lights, or if you take the watch outside in daylight. But it gives a very nice vibe to the watch, and also the chapter ring and the fact that there is again, like you see down here where it's written France and not made in France, just France. There is like a second ring in the color of the dial external to the minute track. This makes the watch look not so small, while at the same time feeling completed dial without losing legibility, because it's still super easy to read. So As I was saying, like the strap size is the same, but I got the 38 or 37.5 millimeter on this leather strap that is of good quality with the buckle with a Yema symbol. Good quality, nothing exceptional, but like nothing too bad. It is interesting finishing. There's classic some like leather purses or leather wallets. Well, I got the 40 millimeter that comes with the one that I get came to this with his green dial. Also, like as I was saying, here I have two, blue and green. There is also a white, a black, and sort of a gold yellowish. And this came with this bone clip strap that you saw in one of our other recent videos. As I was saying, like there is an issue that like this, it's only available in one size, but even if I do it as small as possible, it's still too big for me. So I cannot use it on the bone clip. So if I try, I will just do like this. This is the 40 millimeter on my 16 centimeter wrist, or like 6 inches, even a little less. As you can see, the watch is not too big. The lug to lug is 48, so it's still usable for my small wrist, but it tends to fill completely my space. While if I use the smaller one, it's definitely better for me. Maybe also the fact that the dial is darker helps. But like I would surely go for this size if I'm to buy one. I feel it's better and it makes it more usable in every day than the other one. I would also definitely go for this bone clip if it was available on a different size. To be honest, I think that as you can see how the different links are done, I think it's possible to open the links and to remove some of them. But obviously it's quite a lot of work and these are not my watches. I have to give them back, so I'm not going to try. But I think that conceptually it is possible to open them and resize, make it smaller and more usable for your size of the wrist. So also interesting, as we were saying, like the two watches have different lug to lug, but they also have different thickness. This one is 1 millimeter thicker. I think the reason is because the sapphire glass, as you see, does like a bigger step, has a bigger box compared to this one. They are both quite curvy. But this one seems to do a bigger, like a bigger angle down here. And so I think that's the difference of 1 millimeter. As you can see, the anti-reflective coating is not great because you see quite a lot of reflexes. Still, the watches are very legible because of the type of dial. It's still very clear. Also, they use lume all over on the dial and on the ends. So, perfect watch for every day. Just a look at the boxes. I think these are the classic boxes of Yema nowadays. I have a couple of different ones, but like I think the latest model all come with these. It's sort of a leathery roll. All this space for one watch. Difficult to put more than one. And then a cardboard box which has inside a classic little book and the guarantee card still in this leathery material. I don't think it's real leather, but still the touch and feel is not bad. It's not bad. So let's go to prices and conclusion. The watch on the leather strap is €950. I don't know in dollars, I haven't checked because the Yema is present everywhere. While on this bone clip is €50 more, so it's €1,000. There is also another bracelet available that is quite interesting because it's quite different bit of rice, a little of rice, a little different from the usual, like more with more sharp angles. But I don't have it with me, and it's that would be another €100 on top, €150. So like the total would be like 1,150 on the bits of rice bracelet. I think it's a good price. Obviously, the competition for field watches it's quite high because there are the Hamilton khaki field, which are usually available for maybe even half of this price, like for €500 if you find many. Often with automatic movement, but if not with manual wind and most probably some sort of this same movement here. The difference for this Yema is that they are a little more urban, how the name say, and this comes from being totally mirror polished, and the dial is definitely more modern and vibrant than the classic Hamilton khaki field. This is all I have to tell you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you soon in a next episode. Bye!